Hi, I am going to do some channeling. I don't know what about. I channel spirits that are in love energy, and so often they focus on love. So I'm just going to step aside and just see what happens. Okay. So it is as if you are a sheepdog herding all of those you care about together in this way. There's a certain drive you have, an instinct to gather those you care about together, as if in doing so it would keep them safer than they were if they were roaming about by themselves. So this is a common theme with certain humans, and many of you are this sheepdog personality. You want to know where they are, if they're safe, who they're talking to, what they're eating, when they went to the bathroom, all of this. It's a certain natural tendency in some humans to do this. So first we will speak of the sheepdog, and then we will speak of the sheep. So the sheepdog, although a different species, so it's not exactly the same, but let us say one of the sheep were chosen to be the sheepdog. You see, what sets this one aside, different? What is it so different about this one? That the rest are all happy to eat and lounge about, and one will say, come, 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 let's get organized, we're going to do this, we're going to be like this, all of this. Why is it one is chosen, or more correctly, allowed to lead? You see? It's not a democratic vote. It is certain ones that step forward in a position of authority, somehow false authority. It's not always true, you see. Sheepdogs herd others together because it is a long instinct in certain lines of humans to do this. It's always coming back to this. So, sheepdog, who's not really a dog for this story, we'll say is a sheep. And it has decided that they're more organized, punctual perhaps, and we don't know. All other kinds of characteristics one could think of that would set one higher than others in a certain level of authority. Let's just put it that way, as easy as possible. So they are set aside now. There's the sheep and there's the herder. Let's call it the herder. So the herder has decided themselves that they are different than the sheep. So that could be a difficulty, you see, because what are they basing these facts on? They certainly don't know what all the sheep are thinking, so they can't really know if they have more authority than the others, but they certainly speak as if they do. Why is that? Why is it certain leaders come forth out of a group? Unfortunately, it is often because they are the most afraid, you see. They're the most afraid that something will go wrong, that we will fall all over a cliff together, that we won't get enough food, you see. It's based on fear. Now, this is shocking, shocking, shocking. Most humans think leaders rise to the top because they are wiser. They are more fearful, perhaps. So therefore, they control a little more, try a little harder, because they are more fearful. So this is the state of many of your leaders. They're more fearful, so they try harder. They overcompensate. They gather information. And as they go along, this is only the beginning we speak of. As they go along, they gather information. Because there's nothing wrong with them. They're just curious beings who are a little more fearful than others. But they gather more information, and eventually, by the end of it, they are great leaders. Because they have spent all this time in the middle, making sure they've gotten more and more information and all of this. So they will appear to be great leaders in the end. But the beginning is based on fear. And this is what we mean. Is this all that is necessary for one to set one aside from the rest of the group? Extreme fear and insecurity of the unknown? This is where it begins. We will leave that for a moment. Now, The sheep are actually acting as one, are they not? They are, you see, a community. They're a community that works together, moves together, decides, makes decisions together, eats together. This is similar to many of you who have been listening to us. It is the universe of love. That's the way it goes. You act as one, you see, and united, you have great information. You have the information of all and each, you see. Then you have the strength of the group together. And if you don't know it, the next one will. And if you are afraid, they will catch you. You see? It is the way of the universe, you see, working as a collective group. Each strong independently and each strong as one. Now what of this poor leader sheepdog? What about them? They're off by themselves and not getting any information at all, are they? They're devising things and learning all on their own. Not necessarily gathering the untold information that exists with the sheep. All of the information of the universe is available to the mass. But when you go off alone, you see, you cut yourself off from this great mass of information. This is quite a bit of new information for you. It is easier for you to understand the whole thing upside down because that's the way it has been presented to you, as if the sheep are the weak ones and the sheepdog is the strong one. What if it's the other way around? What if you've had some upside down thinking all of this time? It is worth a certain amount of consideration, is it not? For what we present to you is what you know already, that you are stronger as one, that you are one truly. And when you are separated from others who have a similar energetic love as you, you feel a little bit of loss and you're not sure why. But it is this: you are separated from your family of love, and you are stronger when you are one. You are wiser when you are one, and you have access to unlimited information when you are one. So, this is not information that you particularly wanted to hear, but it's something you need to remember. It's something for you to recall. So, are you a sheep or are you a sheepdog? There is much love here for you. Namaste. Whoopsies! I've been a sheepdog. Keep that amongst yourselves. Lots to consider for someone like me in that situation. Bye.